Biggest treasure that's never been found.
5 billion, easy. I think you're here because of your brother.
Wait, you know my brother Sam?
If we find that gold, we find him too.
Hey everyone, this is Jedelias, aka The Casual Critic, back with another trailer reaction. Today, we're going to be reacting to the first trailer for Uncharted, based on the hit PlayStation video games. This stars Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg as Nathan Drake and Victor Sullivan, respectively. I'm not sure how to feel about this casting, so I guess I'll see when I watch the trailer here in a minute. Holland and Wahlberg are incredibly talented actors, and given this is supposed to be an origin story for Nathan Drake, it kind of makes sense why they cast actors who fit into that stage of the characters' lives. As for the filmmaking, director Ruben Fleischer is best known for the Zombieland films, which I quite enjoyed, but he hasn't always had the best critical reception with 2018's Venom and 2013's Gangster Squad. However, this being a video game adaptation, I'm willing to give him and the rest of the cast and crew the benefit of the doubt. Before we start, I should mention that I have unfortunately never played any of the Uncharted games, so I might not understand a whole lot about this trailer or what this is really going to show us. That being said, I just got a PS5 earlier this year, so I'm looking forward to playing a few of the games before this comes out in February. Enough talk, let's get to the trailer.
There are places out there you can't find on any map. They're not gone. They're just lost.
Hey, kid. A little young for a bartender, aren't you?
A little old for prom, aren't you?
Really like the music choice here.
Everything in here. Why the map?
This path for
I feel it really
sail around the
fits
world.
with the adventure.
History.
It's the biggest treasure that's never been found.
5 billion, easy. I think you're here because of your brother.
Wait, you know my brother Sam?
If we find that gold, we find him too.
Who the hell is this? I'm a friend of Sully's.
Sully doesn't have any friends. I should know him one of them.
You are a collector.
Well, I dabble.
I don't dabble. My family has been looking for this fortune for a very long time. So much blood.
I'm pretty sure he's just threatening to kill me.
Don't touch your ear like that. You look like an idiot.
You have no idea who you partnered with.
I gotta
I've been
say,
dreaming
like,
about this stuff since I was a kid.
Holland
My brother Sam
wasn't my first choice, but man, he was pretty good in here, I'll tell you what.
Oh my God!
I shouldn't have come out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
What?
Oh, crap!
Exclusively in movie theaters.
Okay, so a lot to unpack here. First off, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg weren't my first choice, given how different they look from the original characters. Still, given that this is essentially an origin story based around the Uncharted games, I think it was a pretty smart idea to cast them. Holland has always been an excellent performer in regards to action choreography. Yes, he obviously can't do all his own stunts, but given his background as a trained dancer, as well as the nimble and flexible movement he brings to all his performances, especially in the Spider-Man movies, I think he'll really do a great job as a young Nathan Drake. As for Mark Wahlberg, I think he looks more like Victor Sully than Tom Holland looks like his own character. He definitely has the action hero figure, but from what I've seen from the Uncharted games, I've always pictured Sully as more of a Sam Elliott grandpa type character. Still, it will be very interesting to see Sully's development in here, mainly because I know little to nothing about the games. Overall, I really think Wahlberg is going to bring it. Speaking of not knowing much about the games, this is probably one of the most realistic adaptations of a video game to screen, just because of how practical and familiar it feels to a regular action adventure movie like Indiana Jones. The world building and setting look amazing, from the wide shots of South America to the practical and tense action sequences. PlayStation has had some of the best exclusive games in recent years, and Sony has also had some experience in adapting video game style films already, with Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle and The Next Level. Besides Disney, I think they are the safest bet for good video game movies right now, and with Antonio Banderas as the main villain, Sophia Ali as Chloe Fraser, a badass action heroine, and some decent humor throughout, I think it could be a lot of fun. And you really can't go wrong by using any of the Rolling Stones music, in this case Ramble On, for your trailer music. It really sets the tone and style for the film in such a creative way, and I'm so glad they decided to use it. Unfortunately, some of the filmmaking talent involved has me a little worried, most notably producer Avi Arad, whose presence on films like Spider-Man 3 and Venom has hurt the quality of the film before. However, I did have a lot of fun with Venom Let There Be Carnage earlier this month, and with Sony's recent creative projects in Spider-Verse and the upcoming Ghostbusters Afterlife, it's possible they figured out how to make these movies stand out from their previous works. As I already mentioned, Ruben Fleischer is directing this. His last movie was Zombieland Double Tap in 2019, which I quite enjoyed, even if it wasn't perfect. Sure, he's had some misfires in Venom and 30 Minutes or Less, but it really seems like he has everything all straightened out from a filmmaking perspective. Then you have screenwriter Rafe Judkins, who's most notable for appearing as a contestant on Survivor, and between that and the rest of his work on shows like NBC's Chuck and Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm sure he'll be very pivotal to the intense action spectacle we'll see throughout. Then there's Art Markham and Matt Holloway, a screenwriting duo most recognized for 2008's Iron Man, but also for a lot of other terrible movies like Transformers 5 and Men in Black International. Perhaps they needed Judkins as the extra writer in the room to truly polish their work, so I'm really hoping they'll be able to create the fun experience we're all hoping to get from this movie. Guess we'll have to wait and see how it all turns out in theaters February 2022. That'll do it for me for right now, but there's still so much more to come. Just on an advanced screening of the new horror thriller Antlers last night, and as this video goes up, I'll be watching an early access screening of Last Night in Soho, so keep an eye out for those first reactions on my Twitter. Also, I'm currently working on a review of Batman Begins for my Letterboxd page. After the high anticipation from the Batman trailers over the last few months, I felt like discussing what that film means to me as an origin story, and what sets Christopher Nolan's work and Matt Reeves' work apart from each other in a good way. I've already written most of it, so make sure to follow me on Letterboxd to read it when it finally drops. If you want a preview of it, you can check that out on my Facebook group, Digital Watch Movie Universe, where we discussed the film last week. I'll leave a link for the group and the discussion down below. And last but not least, I mentioned I was doing a movie giveaway for the Suicide Squad in my next video. I randomly selected a winner from the comments of my trailer reaction for the Batman. At the time of filming this, I haven't chosen a winner yet, so I've listed their name on this video. Thanks to everyone who entered this giveaway, and congratulations to whoever won. Send me a message on Twitter or YouTube, and I'll make sure to send you a 4K digital code for the movie. If you enjoyed this video in any way, please like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Really helps out this channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd for my first reactions and reviews. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.